Yo, peeps. What's up? Born ready. Hello, Hagenbart. Hello, Rancid. Hagenbart getting the first today. Nice. Okay, let's go. I might actually have to play ranked soon because I think I'm getting way higher MMR with the unranked than with the ranked. Let the pain begin. Oh yeah. I live for pain. That's why I play Terran. And every time there's a patch, I'm just like, yes, more pain. They don't realize that making Terran less and less playable is just actually strengthening the Terrans. They just thrive on the pain. The harder it gets, the stronger we get. As opposed to Protoss. The stronger the Protoss race gets, the weaker the Protoss players gets. That's why they can't win any tournaments. Has nothing to do with the actual balance of the game. The race is so strong that the players are weak. Simple as that. I figured it out. Big brain power. Big brain. So GM streamer Ruff have a meltdown about Protoss yesterday. Oh, Ruff is a special dude. Well, he's a fucking no-skill A-move race. Well, he's not wrong there though, but yeah, still he's very special. A mindset of I don't know. I shouldn't say anything. I wouldn't make him my role model. Let me just put it that way. Was it a fun meltdown? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Oh. He actually made... like decisions like that just fucking blows my mind. He knew that he saw with the worker that I had a Marine and a Reaper there. And still he goes in with one Reaper. How does that make sense? It's like, yeah, okay, you're dumb. Welcome to the game. And the only reason it was successful was because I thought he was actually using his brain. Oh man. Never like assign to your opponent what... Oh, actually I forgot what I was trying to to say. Love how community came to the conclusion that Terran was too strong, too annoying units maybe, but weak overall. Yeah, seriously, if you can have a look at, if you can look at the Terran race and come to the conclusion that it's too strong, then I don't know if your brain is actually functioning properly. It might just be very clouded from abusing either Zerg or Protoss. Either or. Because there's no way any ordinary human being can take a look at a TVZ or a TVP and come to the conclusion that Terran is the strong part. I can agree that they are annoying, but so is DTs, so is Banelings, so is Oracles, so is this and that and this and that and this and almost everything. Yeah, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm playing unranked, so I don't care if you go invisible unit. I just leave game. Enjoy, Corbucks. Enjoy. Widowmines are 100% are 0% fun to play against in any scenario. I wouldn't say 0%, but yeah, they are very annoying. The BC is 0% fun to play against. Just for comparison of how my mind works. At least they removed the Zerg's ability to just walk over you with Ling Bane. Yeah, the Widowmines, yeah. But I think that's, yeah. Also, Zealots. But I guess we're gonna have a harder time now. I seriously don't understand why they, the splash radius change. It's just dumb. It's really, really dumb. It's gonna weaken Terran so much. Pretty much the only thing that forces them to micro, yeah. Yeah, funny how they just made it more visible because, yeah, we're practically blind over here. But sure, if that's what they need, sure, why not? But making it less, lowering the radius, what the fuck? And the way you change the visibility, that you now have to research Brilliant Claws. I mean, come on. It's called a Widow Mine. Mine. Splash radius to nerf Widowmine, worker interaction, makes sense somewhat. Oh yeah, can we just lower the radius of Banes then? And how about storm drops into the worker line, or disruptor drops? Can we just lower those too, please? Please? Can we? And why did we just extend the fungal in the same patch, if that was the reason? Like it just doesn't make sense the way they do their patches. Because sure, you can come up with a reason like you just did here, but then you apply it to the rest of the patch and you realize, okay, it doesn't hold because it's so they are not like consistent in how they think. It's just like, yeah, no, we don't like Terran, basically. That's my fucking reading of this. They basically just don't like Terrans. That's it. Because I see no other explanation to how they created this patch. One cannon in the mineral line, mine drop cancelled. I mean, a couple of stalkers. And you have just shut down any drop play. Like, Widowmine drop isn't a problem at higher level. It has nothing to do with high level play, but all to do with low level play. It's low level Protoss that are the most annoyed with the Widowmine and Zerg. And I think that's actually the key here. That it's I think it's more Zerg that gets the Widowmine nerfed. And then they just claim it to be for PvT. But the ones getting the most out of it, it will be Zerg. And at the same time buff the fungal range. Yeah, I stopped trying to figure out what this patch, how it's supposed to make sense. There are just too many weird shits in this patch. Just doesn't make sense. And also we should remember that usually when they make a patch, they also change a lot of stuff at the last minute, and then they deploy the patch. That happens frequently. So we shouldn't expect that what's on paper now will be what's actually released in the patch. Don't expect that. Expect a change just before it's getting released, and with something added or removed that you did not see. Because what they really want in the patch will not be included in the first draft. 100% certain of that. Go back and look at the first at the previous patches, all the patches for Legacy of the Void. Take a look what they contained when they were announced, and then what actually went through. And also saying that, oh, that has to do with testing. That's also not true, because the things are unrelated. That's what makes me really question the judgment of the people making the patches. Like or question their intent. I actually don't think they have a fair and balanced game in mind. Or a fair and balanced game that is fun to play. I think they have their own agenda. I'm pretty sure. I think this patch should really make it clear that the case is such. I thought I saw something there, but I didn't. Yeah, it's the Widowmine that's the problem, right? Not the Bane. Of course not. Because the Bane was nerfed the last patch and it didn't even make a dent in... it didn't change absolutely anything in the game. You know what? I think the Baneling nerf last patch was just a long time plot to get the Widowmine nerfed. Because Zerg knows that the patchmakers knew that the Baneling nerf wouldn't matter. Banelings are worse than Widowmines. Worse in what way? I mean, speaking of game ending, like the Protoss claims that Widowmines are game ending. I don't know if they have ever seen a TVZ. Talk about a game ending unit. Yeah, it's just a fucking insult to complain about Widowmine, that you actually have to micro to get it to do its stuff, while Baneling just is automatic. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Hello, Dave. Are you happy about the game-ending Widowmine finally being removed from the game and being useless? Yeah. So, what's the next unit that Protoss is going to complain about? Because I saw, like, complaining about the Widowmine was like the last thing that they actually could. Like, to me, it seemed like they didn't have anything to complain about in TVP, so they just chose the Widowmine and complained about that. And now they got their will through. So, what are they going to cry about now on Reddit? Is the game being over at 420, 430? Oh yeah, have you seen me play against... have you seen me playing TVP? I mean, I guess it's too hard to warp in a couple of stalkers to have at home, right? From looking away, have you fucking seen Terran play? Have you seen TVZ? Have you seen Terran play against Disruptor? Like, come on, man. Seriously. Like, it's seriously, this patch is such fucking bullshit. It's not even funny. What do you mean the Disruptor was nerfed? I haven't said anything about the Disruptor nerf. 2 patches ago, yeah. Did it make any impact? Seriously, dude. Holy fuck.
Oh, you knew, 3 years ago, they touched the Protoss. Yeah.
Disruptors never hit? Ah, okay. Yeah, sure, dude. Do you know how much attention a Disruptor needs from the Terran side? not to hit, let me tell you, it's not the nerf that makes the disruptor not hit. It's the skill of the Terran player. It takes so much attention, so even if you don't hit with the disruptor, it still does damage because you have to react to it. Yeah, don't engage. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. So my army is not supposed to be able to fight your army. Is that what you're saying? How the fuck am I supposed to fight Protoss if I can't engage their army? It's like tanks. Oh yeah. You know that tanks are siege units, right? Massive cooldown. You do know that tanks shoot very slow, right? And you know you do know what zealots do with tanks. They eat the first volley and then they kill the tank. But yeah, I guess you're just too lazy to send a zealot first. Guess it's not automatic enough. Okay, amigo. Yeah. Because every fucking argument you bring up is just not logical. So fucking annoying. No, you're making stupid argument because you don't think through what a fucking unit does. You can't compare a siege unit to a non-siege unit. And then I haven't even pointed out that you can actually control the Nova. It is a siege unit. Oh yeah. It's a siege unit without the siege time. You don't have to siege it before it fires. Oh, in a different way. Oh yeah. So then make it possible for me to move my siege tank immediately after the volley then. Like the swarm host. Yeah. Okay. So we're mixing in Zerg units now in the comparison. You fire and forget the disruptor, just to zone out the opponent's army. Can I siege, fire my siege tank, unsiege, and move? Can I zone out your army by doing that? Tanks you make a good position, yeah, and then you get overrun by zealots. Holy shit, man. You do realize that you're gonna see so many games just end because of zealots. Like even more than now. That two armies engage, then they've traded out armies, Protoss warps in another round of zealots and the game ends. And guess what's gonna happen to that now? when the widow mine is gonna be even worse. And the best part of it, of the widow mine thing, is that you know what race is going to benefit the most from the nerf of the widow mine? It's Zerg. The area isn't that bad on the nerf. Yeah, sure. Sure. This is the gaslighting part of it all.
Take a look at this. Technically, let me show you here. Yeah, it's actually not a nerf, it's a buff. If you consider that it won't blow up as many friendly units as before, it actually limits the friendly fire, so it's now a buff to Terran.
That's gaslighting, man. The gaslighting arguments are so strong. Oh, it's a nerf. At least we can agree on that. Yeah, okay, thanks. I wasn't sure. Because there are actually people that are arguing that it somehow isn't a nerf. I also like that Protoss got an obs buff, while Terran still has the worst fucking scouting in the game. It's fucking amazing.
But you can scan! You can scan!
Yeah. What's your MMR, bro? 1500, bro. Yeah, and I'm always wrong about Protoss. That's no news. That's why I'm called a fool. Yeah, I shouldn't say shit about anything. Should just keep quiet. I know nothing. If you want real knowledge, you should go to Reddit. They know. Because it rhymes with cool. Yeah, that's why. That's why. Actually, I have it in the bio, haven't I? the reason why I chose Fool as a nickname. Oops. Oh yeah, TVT is going to be so fucking boring now. We're gonna have mass cyclones every game. TVT used to be so much fun. Yeah, it's never been fun, but it's just getting worse. Every patch they make always have the side effect that it's just getting TVT just becomes worse. Like the cyclone change of the last patch just made BC so much stronger. Also made Banshee stronger. Like anything that you, or also the Liberator harass is stronger. I just don't understand why. Where do the notion come from that TVP is that Protoss is the weak part in TVP? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Just look at people's win rate and loss rate. Look at what who's dominating the ladder. Like, for fuck's sake, use some data to back up your argument. Like, the biggest problem with the way they are patching this game is that they're making the game worse and worse to both play and watch. So they are slowly just suffocating the game, just helping with the decline. They're speeding up the decline of the game. But maybe that's the goal, I don't know. I don't know what agenda the people putting together the patch have. And who knows? We don't know who they are. Just some secret group having the possibility to change the game without being held accountable for anything. And speaking of annoying things, that fucking shade, it's annoying. The fucking probe that comes and harass me every fucking TVP, that's also fucking annoying. When do we get changes to that? When can I look forward to not having to deal with that fucked up probe harass that only affects Terran? But no, of course, that's not something we even consider. No. Instead, they actually make the worker harass more, making it even worse. Because, I don't know, maybe they, probably Protoss got tired of having to actually micro that probe. It didn't automatically kill the SCV, making the first racks in the game. So they complained a little and got the range increased. But yeah, that's we shouldn't bring stuff like that up. And if you think I'm overreacting, it's basically because it's just gone way too fucking far now. The entire fucking community is just delusional. When you start to buff the Zerg, then you're fucking delusional. I mean, at some point, enough is enough. You just had to, like, come on. Didn't even realize I built two. Huh. Oh well. Can't have too many, right? But I guess everybody will be happy when Terran is just left with defending for the first 6 minutes, not being able to make the slightest aggression. You see, every time I siege my tanks, he moves backwards. Yeah, if anyone wonders, this is what a poor Zerg looks like, or Protoss. Yeah, Protoss are so weak in this matchup. That's why they can do this every game. And this is gonna continue and just get worse. It's gonna get more of this. Because this is what weak race looks like. When you can just use gateway units, straight up gateway units, to win the game. This is what a weak race is. Look at all these. This poor Terran, this poor Protoss. All those zealots. They just obliterated my army. And then he has a fucking obs straight over my army. and the obs just got buffed. Because yeah, it's so fucking hard to scout as a Protoss, isn't it? So fucking hard to scout. Imagine being Terran, dude. Imagine being Terran. I'm getting so fucking pissed off. There's so many fucking games where I'm just out macroing the fucking Protoss and then I just fucking die. But yeah, it's the Protoss that are suffering, right? I don't know if 80% win rate isn't enough or what. I don't think Protoss will ever stop whining until they have a 100% win rate, no matter your skill level. If you're first picking up the game, choose Protoss, you get a TVP and you don't win, then it's time for a patch. Then it's time for a patch. From cheaper upgrades, the upgrade time is the same, Hagenbart. The time is the same. The research time. It doesn't change. And I seriously don't think that one extra Marine will help me defend Roach. The early Roach attack, for example. To streamline it better. Yeah. Yeah, because Terran hasn't streamlined their build orders in minuscule detail already. And you know what? I don't think it's going through. The cheaper upgrades, they're gonna change it before they release the patch. There's just so many things about the patching and the whole fucking thing that is just... Yeah, I don't know. Fuck this game. Fuck the patchers, fuck the fucking community. Fuck it all. I'm transitioning to chess. They can have their fucking game. If they want, like, if they're so badly want the game to die that they are actually prepared to just, or actually they're just prepared to sacrifice the game to get a couple of more wins with an already high win rate. I don't know. Zerg is dominating tournament plays. Protoss is always the most showing up in the brackets. Protoss is also dominating GM. And it's Terran that gets nerfed. It all makes sense, right? All makes perfect sense. Yeah, but you can afford the upgrade and Steam at the same time if it's cheaper. Oh, it's the same comment. I mean, Terran already gets 2 eBays, right? Why did Terran get 2 eBays? To get 1 + 1 + 1 as fast as possible. So a change in cost for the eBays will for the upgrade will not change that. The eBays will be down on the same time as previously. And then what do we get? An extra marine or something? Sure, it's not bad. Of course not. We might come up with some new interesting builds. But it's hardly any big whoop. And as I said, I'm not counting on those changes to go through. And I don't think any of the changes in the patch will do anything for me. Possibly I will miss to kill overseer or knobs or 2. That's probably the impact this patch will have on me. But for the game, I don't know. I don't know, man. The funniest part is actually is the how they are nerfing Widowmine and leaving Bailing. And Protoss has so much splash damage. Oh, why am I scanning? I have a fucking Raven. Why do I have a Raven? I think I forgot Stim. Just finished. Very late. No, I didn't forget Stim. It was just that it Yeah, they did make a great wall, didn't they? That was nice of them. That was very nice of them. Yeah, and they didn't do anything about the lurker. That's also one of the hilarious things. The siege the siege tank, the invisible siege tank with amazing speed and range. Terran has the worst scouting possibilities, and they are also forced to use the scouting capability in every fight because of the invisible fucking units. Or just to look ahead. And also, our scouting tool tells the opponent that we're scouting. It actually literally tells them by pinging them and saying that, oh, the Terran is looking here now. The Terran is looking. Both Zerg and Protoss has tools. Zerg even a couple of them. Or actually, technically, the Protoss also has more than one tool to covertly scout. Technically, Terran can covertly scout with Banshee or Ghost. Or at least Ghost. Banshee is harder because Banshee has no hold attack. But Ghost can actually shield their gun. So technically, you can build a Ghost and cloak it. And for a limited amount of time, you can actually scout covertly. But that's energy based. And Changeling is not energy based. It's time dependent though, so the Changeling will perish. And after they do that, then we might know. Yeah, scan gives away a lot. Terran are just so fucking limited in everything. In every situation in the game. Just fucking frustrating. But for some reason they think Terran is the one to be nerfed. Like it. You know what actually just made me really fucking annoyed? That's the silly range upgrade for workers. And actually claiming that it is, or actually stating that it is for the worker harass. We want to be able to harass SCVs because that's the only mechanics in the, or one of the mechanics in the game that are only a vulnerability for Terrans. If anything, they should remove the possibility to harass an SCV that is building a building. That would be the sane thing to do. But no. They turn it the other way instead. We're gonna make it even more annoying for Terrans. Every game. Every Terran, every game will suffer from this. And meanwhile, we nerfed the Widow Mine because Protoss has been crying about it. Do they have a valid complaint? Yes, it's annoying. Yes, it's powerful. But do Terra need it? Yes, definitely. But no, that's not in their thinking. They just fucking listen to whiners on Reddit. Or not only on Reddit. Like there's some fucking weird thing going on. The disillusion in this fucking community is just insane. Sensor towers tell them that you have a base there, yeah. That's also a thing. And remember, those got nerfed one time already. Just got worse range and no change in price. So they actually made Terran scouting worse, or Terran yeah, scouting. Let's call it scouting. But what did they do this time? They buffed the creep tumor range. Yeah, because that was needed, right? Oh, don't worry. It's not gonna affect gameplay. Yeah. That one is hilarious. Not gonna affect gameplay, just for the map makers, because they want to make something. Just like, okay. Like the dishonesty of the way they are making the patches and reasoning about the patches are just fucking insane. Everything is fucking insane. Oh wait, fuck. I was supposed to build a... What are they gonna do next patch? Remove the mule. Increase the scan price to 100 100 energy. Remove the marine. Like anything is up for grabs now. Absolutely anything. Nothing surprises me anymore. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, game is so hard for Protoss. They see what you do, they see when you move out, and they have stronger units. Yeah, Protoss really needs buffs. They don't even have to build robo units anymore. Gateway units is enough. Robo units are just bonus. And just take a look at how the discussion goes and the how the arguments are made. It's always about what Terran needs to do. And Terran can do this. Terran just have to do this. Terran just has to play like this. Terran has this that counters whatever. So there's always a technical way for Terran to win a game. And as long as you can argue like that, yeah, it's gonna continue to go downhill. We as Terran have to stay together and start cry at Reddit. The problem with Terran players is that we're not stupid. And we're not like the way we actually know how to use our brains. So going to Reddit and complaining, just to actually complaining, to get something in a dishonorable way, get it patched, that's not what we do. What do Terran players do? They try to get better at the game. Every time. But I think we're gonna reach a certain point where people are just gonna stop playing Terran. And it's gonna go quick when it happens. Because what they have been doing with patching this game is basically boiling the frog. So the Terran players are just trying to get better and better and better and better to handle the changes and the nerfs. And at some point, it's gonna get so fucking hard to play Terran that people are just gonna give up. And then suddenly you're gonna have a big fucking exodus of Terran players. Terran easy mode, yeah. Until those said siege tanks are just killed by the basic unit of the other races. Lings and Zealots are actually countering tanks. You know what happens when you say that? Yeah, but you can't have tanks on their own. And then all the argument starts, the gaslighting starts, and then we're in on the same argument type of way to argue that I was describing earlier. That technically, you can see here on the spreadsheet that this unit, yada 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 yada, no matter how hard it is in actual gameplay to do anything, as long as it's technically possible, we shouldn't whine. We shouldn't complain. We shouldn't say anything, because it's technically possible. And if it's technically possible, that means that Terran can learn to do it. And if Terran can learn to do it, they will learn to do it. Hence, we need to actually nerf Terran hard enough so they can't do it. We need to literally make them unplayable. And that's what's going on right now. Should have built Thor's. Yeah. Thor is here. Fuck. I shouldn't have built that. I don't know why I'm building depots at the front. I have no clue. Pretty sure I stopped playing this game when Dave got me rallied up. I've been playing piss poor the entire stream so far. And the worst part is I don't think I can even care. I'm just so fucking used to losing. I continue to build fucking depots in the wall. Why? Even on Reddit. Yeah, because the Thor is so single purpose and basically so fucking bad already that it just doesn't make sense. Maybe that's the new target for the Protoss Mafia to start whining about. Wow. Yeah, so these players are going to be helped by the patch. Turtle Terrans. That's what we have to look forward to. Take away the dynamic, fast-paced play of Bio-Terran. And yeah, what are you left with? Turtle Terrans that build BCs. Makes so much sense. They are just patching away the fun stuff and just nerfing the fun way to play Terran. I was probably going to build BCs or actually no, he had double factory with Tech Lab too, so I just think it was just mech. Even on 3-base mech, yeah, but you have to consider the level I'm playing at. We're talking Wood League here. Have I actually won anything today? With the peckers. Yeah. Woody woodpeckers. Like there's gonna be so much TVTs in anything below diamond that people are gonna leave just because of that, just by getting fed up with playing mirrors. And the diamond and above is going to quit just because you just can't win with Terran anymore. But hey, I'm looking forward to all the ZVPs. Gonna be so much fun. It's also fun that basically Protoss is going to waste their crying cred on Terran, and then when Terran is removed, they are not gonna get any help from the patch boys anymore. So I mean, every fucking patch it's just Zerg is just getting better and better and better. Because everything that is done in the name of TVP or PVT is just making it easier for Zerg. So actually what should have happened on Reddit is that Protoss and Terran should join forces and whine about Zerg. But for some reason that is not happening. Oops. I was just waiting for the counterattack. I knew it was coming. I was just sitting there waiting. Actually, I was supply blocked for so long. I almost... I could have lost that game if I just pulled my units as I usually do. Every now and then I do all army and add to the army hotkey, the main army hotkey, and move them here to get the reinforcements. If I did that here, and he is doing the counter attack, and I don't have, and I'm supply blocked, I don't have any units at all. Ban a unit. Widow mines. Sorry, no more. They're being completely removed. Widow mines are an ugly blight onto the dignity of our great game. True that. True that. Just remove them from the game. They do not belong. Yeah, isn't it amazing what they come up with? Actually, I don't think I have played any Widow Mines today. Have I? I don't think I built a single Widow Mine today. We have to just basically learn to play without. Also, I don't think I have won a single TVZ. Probably just because of the lack of Widow Mines. I mean, in TVC, you just can't go pure siege tank, like just have siege tank as the anchor for the bio. If they go Ling Bane, heavy Ling Bane, because you get overrun and you lose the tanks. So you have to have Widow Mines so they can't just run over your tank line. And when you make it make Widow Mine less viable, less good. Yeah, I don't know, man. And just how the way they are doing it is also funny, that they are both making the reverting to having to build drilling claws to make them invisible. I can buy that change. I can take that. But while also making them worse by requiring that, like it's just like, okay. I mean, Widow Mines aren't that big of a problem. There are worse things in the game. But yeah, I don't know. We're expanding our definition of hate speech to include anyone who disses our Protoss balance overlord. Yeah, we can't talk shit about Protoss anymore. Then we get cancelled by Reddit. I'm actually surprised that I haven't been subjected to a campaign like that. I don't think it's gonna be effective because no one gives a fuck. But yeah. So now we know what he's going to attack with. 2 Hellions. Is this a BCer? Since it's not attacking, it could actually be a drop. Hellion drop. Yeah. What did I tell you? That was a surprise. GG, you don't think. You don't think. Yeah, that's funny. Never forget the turrets. Because they love their BZs. I just love how they are going to make this better. Make the, or rather, they are gonna make bio so much harder that you're just gonna see more turtle Terrans. 1 BC to save the day. Yeah, 1 BC, no. Oops. 1 BC, no. No SCVs. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. It was just so funny too how he just didn't have anything other than Hellions, basically. He had a couple of Marines, but basically just Hellions. And then he was building Widow Mines. Like, Hellions make sense, but I don't get the Widow Mine together with BC. Because Widow Mine costs gas. There's 25 gas. And you need so much gas for the BCs. So didn't he have the... Wait, he flew the BC across instead of teleporting it? I have to watch this wonder. Okay. So he's just spreading out his buildings because, yeah, why not? That seems like a perfectly smart thing to do, right? So one base BC. And then the BC is not even rallying it in. Did he want to build two? Where did he tell... Wait, okay, he did teleport it. It just... Does it make sense to teleport it here? Wouldn't it be better to teleport it here? To kill the Marines that are killing your SCVs? Just a thought. Also, with that many resources, why don't you queue up another one? Interesting. Maybe he thought you knew how to scout. Yeah. As in, look everywhere on the map. You know what the easiest way to scout is? Attack early. You're both putting pressure on your opponent and you're figuring out what he's doing. Like you said, Fool Woodley, yeah. It definitely is. But he still has the diamond portrait. Oh, even the... Hang on. Why does he have the master portrait for? He has diamond in... Master in Zerg, diamond in Terran, and bronze in Protoss. But when you look, the Terran is 3k, okay. This must be the bug. Also this. So, okay, it makes sense. It checks out. Imagine being 3k and that's what you do. Yeah. What this game needs is more cheese, right? I need a quick break. I'll be right back. Hello. It's me. The fool. Oh, this dude. We're not playing this dude. He's a BMer. His name is just I wonder if the reports are actually being queued up somewhere or saved in a database somewhere, or if they are actually just sent to DevNull. I'm very curious. It's like the pseudo incident report. Yeah, they just gets put in a report box somewhere. No one ever looks. They just probably just add some more storage, or maybe it's just a virtualized system somewhere, so they just automatically get expanded once the storage is starting to run out. Or maybe they have some maintenance job that deletes everything that is older than a year or something, so it never runs out of space either. Wait, did I? Oh, no, fuck! I somehow misclicked that SCV. That was interesting. Another TVT. I guess all the Terrans and Zergs are higher up on the ladder. There are all Terrans down here. Like, people were quitting already from the last patch. So the only players I get to play against that are not Terran are the abusive shit stains that are just bad. Abusive and bad. Like that guy I reported. Because he just, if I remember correctly, he does like lane floods and roach ravager things. So he just tries to abuse the, do the absolute simplest wins. On the bright side, the player population is starting to get so small that if we have people like the dude I reported there, that people are actually just blocking and leaving games for, they are in the end not going to get to play the game at all, because if people do that consistently, it's actually gonna have an effect if people do it. They just say, fuck it, I don't care about that MMR, I'm not playing you because you're an abusive piece of shit. And if people do that consistently, they are not gonna get any games to play. They're gonna climb the ladder, but they are not going to get any games to play until they reach a level where people are actually going to take them down easily. That's of course just my copium, not actually what's going to happen, but actually, you know what, fuck it. I don't know. I care so little about the game today that I don't even care about enough scouting in DBZ anymore. Who the fuck cares? I don't care. That's why I'm playing on ranked, and I'm gonna continue playing on ranked. I don't think I'm ever gonna play a ranked season again. Because what's the point? I'm not measuring my skill anymore. All I do is die to the patch council. That's basically what I do now. Why didn't I? Oh, I even forgot building. Huh, interesting. What is the prize? Oh, I just want to win. Yeah. Good choice of race. That's for sure. I just love how they managed to make Terran so fucking weak at the start of the game that a lot of Terran games just end with Terran dying to something like this. Remember when Terran actually did harassment and stuff? Like drop play and things to weaken their opponent? Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. You wonder why? Yeah. Let me tell you why. There once was this patch council that consisted most of I'll continue my story eventually. You know what? I'm gonna put that as a primary. What? You didn't want to play anymore, but you were about to go to lurkers. My dude. You wanted lurkers, didn't you? I think it was a lurker then I killed. You wanted the cheap win with the Ravagers first, and then that didn't work out, so you just wanted to get to lurkers then, because that's a pretty cheap win that too. Whee! Come on, there's a free spot there in the medevac just for you. Whee! Isn't this fun? I think it was a lurker then, wasn't it? No, it was a... Oh, it was a baneling nest. He didn't have a baneling nest. He was playing against the Terran and he didn't make a baneling nest. Yeah, that makes sense. So instead he just, yeah. Okay. Why not? Why not? At least we got to play a Zerg. Hooray for us. Squirt. Squirt, she said. What is your favorite hobby? Squirting, she said, and looked at me with moist in her eyes. Oh yeah. Actually, that was an overreaction, but hey. Better safe than sorry. I'm probably gonna leave this game. Yeah, that was dumb by me. I don't know why I did that. I was so dumb. Yeah, I mean, I fucked up so badly now, so I can basically leave. Well, wasn't this fun? Wow. Oh, wait. I'm laughing at my super bad at my lack of build order. I was going to say super bad build order, but then I realized I don't even have a build order. I just screwed up everything because of those 2 links that ran across. I was like, oh shit, he's link flooding me. No, he was sending 2 links to just meet and greet, you know. And I just shat my pants. Because, yeah. So Terran, you just learn to be afraid, you know. Anything that happens in the game is most likely going to be game ending if you don't react properly. So the amount of times I lose games just by overreacting is pretty high. Pretty high. Just by scaring myself, basically. Or basically, literally scaring myself to lose the game. Like, it has nothing to do with my opponent. Oh, thanks. Holy shit! Did you see that? My Marines are real sadists. What the fuck? Just like Bob. Bob deserves to die. They just fucking killed him. They didn't give a shit. We're gonna die to Zerg anyway. Who cares? We might as well just enjoy these last moments on this planet without Bob. Because Bob is a fucking asshole. We don't like Bob. He stole the last mayo at breakfast. So he deserves to die. Bob has to go. Bob has to die. And that was also what happened. Bob died. Shot in the back by his fellow Marines. Oh, wait. 2 more eBays would be a really huge mistake, right? Luckily, I didn't build them. This is just gonna be the same shit like last time. I go across the map, I run into Ling and Bane, and I die. Then we can say hooray for the buffs to Zerg, because they really need it. You know what, let me take out this. Yeah, and it's Widowmine. It's Widowmine that they're nerfing. It's the Widowmine that is the problem, not the Baneling. Not the fucking Baneling. It's the Widowmine. Remember that. It's the Widowmine. So fucking dumb. It's so extremely fucking stupid that it's just like, yeah. I don't know. We're kind of running out of options, aren't we? Yeah, and I can't stop it. I just can't stop it when he's done what he did. I need to kill his. I need to start killing his stuff earlier. And that entire fucking game started with him delaying his first hatchery to send the lings. It's just so. Where is the Terran cheese that just wins games? If you say BC, I'm gonna ban you. Because that's the most dumb fucking answer you can give. Oh, it's so fucking dumb. I should have just left when I realized that he was just sending the links and then expanding. I should have just left. And this game really is pushing it really close to. It's time to just stop playing it. Getting real close now. Single Thor drop, yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know, it kind of dies to any sort of counter attack. Yeah, and I don't want to play TVT. Also, one of those very simple things they could do to make the game better is just remove random. But they don't do that either. I don't understand. What was my shit late this time or what? I don't understand. I fucked up the... This time I was trying to do the build, but I actually fucked it up. I didn't start the... I didn't build Banshee. Oh, actually, yeah. I think I actually built the E-base too quick. But don't worry, soon we'll be patched and I will have my... We'll have the extra money. Right? Right? So fun too that they do nothing, absolutely nothing to help with Terran scouting. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. Like they can literally do anything. Anything. It's so fucking stupid. But hey, We can take this game and then we can say, oh, Terran didn't scout, that's why he died. And then we just ignore the fact that Terran has the worst scouting ability in the game. That the Zerg knew that I was moving out because of a map feature. Like, how much free fucking information do they need? Oh, Hagenbark, that is a lot of units have a randomness about them. It's just so that, for example, Reaper, if there was no randomness in the Reaper shot, Reapers would always kill each other. So to avoid that fights become too boring, they have a lot of units have a randomness to them, but it's a fraction of a second. There's a lot of things in the game that has that really small delay or random delay. So it's not at all that weird. It's also why fights looks so cool. Because if they didn't, every single unit of the same type would fire at the exactly same time. And it would look really weird. So at first it can seem like a weird thing, but it's not. I just love how they buffed the speed of the dropper lords too. It's like, yeah, we don't think it's enough for Zerg to swoop in and blow up your mineral line. We want to make it even faster now. While at the same time we're nerfing the Widow Mines because it's so annoying to get your mineral line blown up. Yeah, that makes sense. It's annoying, so you make it easier for Zerg to do it and worse for Terran to do it. Yeah, total makes sense. Yeah, and how many games do Protoss win just by walking two Stalkers into the natural of the Terran? Oh yeah, but the Terran can build a bunker. The Terran has to scout better. Yeah. Two things. He didn't scout at all that game. So scouting only applies to Terran, it seems like. If you lose a game, it's always Terran's fault. And the second thing is, I'm not gonna have enough firepower in my bunker. Even if I build the bunker on time, I'm not gonna have enough firepower in the bunker. Wait, what do you? Why do you instantly? What a fucking idiot. Yeah, Protoss players. Oh, why don't you stay and try to fight me? Because it's an 80% likelihood that I will win the game when it starts like that. So why don't you give me the fun? I want the fun. I'm Protoss. I just want the fun. I don't want the struggle. But you can get the struggle because you're Terran. Struggle to lose to me. Because that makes it more meaningful to me to win. I can pretend I'm actually good at the game then. And it's not my race that are carrying me to the MMR I am. But dude, he sacrificed so much to send those two stalkers into your main. Yeah, he really did sacrifice so much. It's bad for Widowmines to end the game by 4 or 5 minutes, but not for Stalkers to end the game at the same time, if not before. Yeah, exactly. You're getting the hang of this. You're getting the hang of this. Some stuff is annoying, other stuff is not annoying. There's a simple formula for it. If it's something that the Terran can do, we can consider it annoying. If it's something that Terran cannot do, it's not annoying. Or rather, if it's something that can be done to Terran, it's not annoying. If it's something that can be done by the Terran, it's annoying. And if Terran can just build a bunker, then why can't Protoss just build a cannon? Didn't you listen to me? It's supposed you can't question stuff like that. Just drink the Kool-Aid. We hate Terran. We hate Terran. We hate Terran. Look at the. Did you see the explanation? The dude wondered why I stopped. If I left against 2 stalkers. And when I said you can probably figure that out yourself, he instantly turned it around and pointed out that you're probably already tilted. You should probably stop playing for a bit. That's yeah. That's the answer. It's always the Terran, you know? It's always the Terran. If you leave the game too early, it's you're a bad player. You're tilted or you're a bad human being. You can't leave games against Protoss that they are entitled to win. You don't get to. Why did you hurt my fist with your face? Yeah, basically that's the argument. My favorite Protoss thing is when they just answer anything, any complaint from Terran. Just like, yeah, but just do this, and then it's like every different thing that Protoss can do demands a different answer from the Terran. While they can just build their fucking shield battery and be done with it. Be safe against anything. And Zerg can just build a queen and be safe against anything. But yeah, Terran needs to build a bunker at the precise moment. Terran has to build detection. Have to do this, we have to do that, and just at the right moment, at the right time, all the time. Otherwise we have scouted wrong, or we haven't scouted, or we haven't built a certain thing at the right time, so it's just our fault. And I wouldn't complain if it actually were possible to scout stuff. But it isn't. Stuff just looks the fucking same. That's why I don't scout that much. Because I don't give a fuck. I probably just lose anyways. Because everything looks the fucking same. But sure, I could have scouted and figured out that this 32 APM Protoss was playing DT, Zealot, what was it more he had? He had one other type of unit, I think. Was it an Adept? And he would, in that scenario, he would have won alone with, he would have won with the Zealots alone. He didn't even need the DTs. It's so fucking hilarious. But he was just a better player, right? Of course he was. Because I didn't scout his cheese. Hence, he was the better player. That's the conclusion. Yeah, just an extra inch up my column. Feels good, man. Just ram it right up there, Mr. Protoss. I have nothing to stop you. Make myself laugh. That's how you know the joke is good. Just getting so fucking bad, and every time they manage to they patch the game, it's like if it just gone through the patch, it's suddenly untouchable. Then you can't complain about it anymore because it's in the game. And then you can use the argument, it's in the game, you just have to learn to play with it or against it or with it or whatever. It's just so funny. Before the patch, we just tell Terran they are just whining, and then after the patch, we just tell them to learn to deal with it. So it's like, yeah, okay, exactly what point do you think it does, or it will have for me to even say anything, to even try anything, to even protest? Nothing matters. Nothing matters. They've just decided that Terran is just should just get patched away, obliterated, removed. We just hate Terran. That's simply the message. And the thing is, the most, like, the entire game, to everybody is so mechanically good at the game now that most of the game is actually decided in the way you can harass. Got buffed though. Cheaper upgrades. Yeah, the time is the same. The time is the same. Those extra 50 minerals, what is those? They give me another marine. Yeah, that's gonna stop a Ling flood. Or a bunch of zealots. But yeah, you've got a perfect argument. Technically, your upgrades are now cheaper, so technically you got buffed. Yeah, technically. But as I said before, I don't expect that shit to go through. It's just there to exactly serve the purpose that you brought it up. It's just there so people can say, but you got buffed. You got a buff. You can bring up the Cyclone too while you're at it. That's pretty much the same fucking purpose. Also red herring. Probably also not going to go through. And it also just affects a unit that nobody really likes. Fool, Mr. Streamer. Yes, Hagenbart. Am I ranting too much? No matter how salty we get today, there is something to look forward to. Sent you some work in progress sample in Discord to enjoy later. Oh, are we talking drumming? You don't think the Cyclone needed a cooldown on its ability? I think the Cyclone shouldn't have been changed at all. It had a purpose. It's stupid. It's a stupid unit. It shouldn't have been changed. And I don't think it's that big of a deal now either. Yeah, he just builds banelings and roaches. Yeah, let's go for both techs. Because, yeah, you know, why not? But Terran, you should technically have attacked earlier and denied the fourth. I actually think the Cyclone, the fact that it's a unit that is paper, it's basically super weak. So if you just shoot at it, it dies. I don't really know. I don't really see the problem. It's not like we see mass cyclones every game. But as I said, it's a unit no one likes. And I think the rework made it worse. He was waiting for ultras. I mean, sure, they are good, but come on, dude. Oh yeah, they are nerfing libs too. Seriously, the one unit that actually is can be considered a kind of a late game unit for Terran. They're actually nerfing that. So like, yeah, it's gonna be harder to play against Lingbane. It's gonna be harder to play against Muta. It's going to be harder to play against Ultras. It's gonna be harder to play against Lurkers. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this patch is just a catastrophe. I thought the last one was, but yeah. And the one before that. Really just getting worse and worse. Whoa. It's didgeridoo. Damn, that's gonna be so amazing to listen to. Holy shit. I can hardly wait. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I had to listen to it straight away. I couldn't stop myself. That was fucking amazing, Hagenberg. What an wow. That's just it's something with the sound of a didgeridoo that it's just so cool, so primal. And the recording sounds so clean. Okay, let's go again. TVP again, of course. So, yeah. We all know where this is going. Yeah, this shit is going to get better now. It's gonna be easier to handle for the Protoss. Because what we really need is more harassment of the SCV that is building the first building for the Terran. That's really what we need. Terran isn't bad enough. This is probably too late. Depending on what he does, this might be too late. And by this time, it's supposed that the Terran has already figured out, scouted everywhere on the map, figured out exactly what the Protoss is doing, and built anything that is needed to hold it. That's the assumption on the part of Terran. That's all we have to do. So easy for us. It's fucking unplayable. You don't say. Cyclones. Cyclones. You know what Terrans should do? We should just stop using the Widow Mine instantly now. Such an essential tool for the Terran. There's actually high ground there, but for some reason he couldn't hit it. Where? Oh. Wow. Yeah, the creep needs a buff. Definitely. It's so fucking dumb that it's just... It's not even a joke. Look at this. He just builds new hatcheries over and over. I know you're Zerg, but come on. I think I was moving out even faster than usual this time. And while I'm killing hatcheries, he builds 2 more. Yeah, and the widow mine is the problem. Just so you know, it's the widow mine that's the problem. Yep, it's Terran that's OP. Needs nerf. Oh, and he built a lair too, of course. Of course he did. Oh, and a proxy hatch, of course. We build everything. Oh, 2, 3 proxy hatch. Okay. Yeah, it's the widow mine here. Look. Look at my widow mine. Just killing everything. Ooh, look at this. I'm overstimming so hard. Yep. You all know the problem is the widow mine. It's the widow mine. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the widow mine. The most OP unit in the entire game. Yeah, I think Terrans should just be grateful, because now the widow mine won't kill so much, do so much friendly fire. So yeah, I guess we're just happy, or at least we should be. Oh, I even missed the creep tumor. Of course I did. Oh. Back up to 5. Yay. Hello, Shadow Ziller. What's up? Another TVT. Like, come on. The number of TVTs today have been, it's approaching silly levels. Really love this song. So we all know where this is leading, right? That was actually a little bit surprising. Is he going for 2 starports? No. It was a very odd play though. I've never seen 4 liberators like that. That was some innovation right there. Yeah, I was sure it would be battle cruisers, but yeah. Oh, he did! Oh, he had an extra starport. Because I was so confused that he had so many flying units so quickly. But I wonder when... Okay, so there were no proxy. Because I scanned for it, but couldn't find any. Such a lucky catch for me too. Oh yeah, this delayed me a little bit. So reactored cyclones and reactored liberators. That was surprising. Very surprising. So lucky that I got the Vikings out. Look at this. Also lucky that I didn't have the tank sieged. So many things that were lucky. Okay, here it was just a reactored starport that got the shit out. And then he just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. No, you're not. I have Vikings. But I got surprised by the 4 liberators that it threw me off. If I had realized that he didn't have anything beneath, I would have just ran out and killed him. But since I thought he had more, cyclones. That's why I'm just taking my time here. Just being slow about it. Did he even get one shot off of that lib? I don't think so. No, it shot a Marine, I think. That was fun. It was probably the most fun game all night. Yeah, let's go. I think this is the last game, actually. Like, can we play anything other than TVT? It seems to be almost impossible. Well, maybe there isn't such a loss after all if we just nerf Terran to hell. Do you know that the guitarist in Dragon Force is streaming on Twitch? It's pretty cool. Can't remember what his name is though, but you can probably find him pretty easy. if you're interested. Seems to be a really cool dude. I can never keep up with stuff. Love when they're building stuff like this on the edge because it's so easy to just bombard.
Yay!
Now, boop-a-doop-boo. I kind of always, kind of was expecting something else here too, but do we go for another game? Because there's like almost certain that it will be another TVT. I don't know. Feels like TVT is. Haven't we had enough of TVTs today? Like 12 out of 28 games has been TVT, 9 TVZ and 7 TVP. I don't know.